Hello, welcome to this week's Express class. This is the last of this 4-week block. So we're going to work a little bit more on the back muscles and we're going to switch to the abs for the next 4 weeks. So we'll come on to the hands and knees and get started. We're going to warm up the spine again. So hands below the shoulders, knees below the hips, tuck the elbows in, drop the ribs down, lift the head up looking up in front, and then drop the head down, ribs up to the ceiling, drop the ribs back down, arch the back, lift the head up, drop the head down, ribs to the ceiling again, drop the ribs down, lift the head up, and then back down to the middle. So we're working on our flexion extension. We're working on our lateral flexions now for the spine. We're also working on our internal rotation of the hip. So we bring the foot out to the side, look around the arm, and back in. Good. Perfect. One last one each side. And then right side out and back to the middle. Now we're going to work a little bit on rotation for thoracic and cervical spine. So we reach our right hand underneath the body and then back, and then the left hand underneath and around it. Keep the hips where they are and back to the middle. Right hand underneath and around again, back to the middle, and then left hand underneath and around. Don't let the hips bend or twist. Come back. Right hand underneath, let the shoulder drop down and reach underneath as far as you can. And then left hand. Good. And then back to the middle. Next one we're going to work on is the shoulder. You can do this one of two ways. You can do it in a half plank, where we come from our knees, and we're going to twist one hand up to the ceiling and back down. Or you can do it in a full plank, where you straighten the legs and come up and back down. So what I want you to do with this is twist the elbows so they're pointing to the toes. We're going to bring our right hand up towards the ceiling, squeeze the shoulder blades together, and keep that left elbow pointing straight down to the toes. Right hand comes down, twist the right elbow so it's pointing backwards, hips are straight, left hand up towards the ceiling, and then back down. Good. Right hand up again, left elbow points to the toes, back down, right elbow points to the toes, left hand to the ceiling, and then back down. Perfect. Come on to our back now. So we're going to do a little bit of a warm up just for the abs while we're here. So rest the head onto our block, imprint the spine, hands by the side, bring the legs to tabletop, and just a couple of toe taps. Good. Relax the shoulders, keep pushing the back into the mat, and soft little taps. Good. One last one each side. And then bring the feet down onto the mat. So we're building all these back in next week. So I just want to start to reintroduce a few of them now, so we're not starting from basics all over again. Imprint the spine, lift the hips up, and then back down. 1, and up, and down. 2, 3, rib cage comes down. 4, good. 5, 6, 7, nice smooth moves, roll the hips back, keep the ribs down and push the pelvis up nice and high. Last 2, and one last one. As you lift the hips up, really squeeze the abs, make sure the back doesn't arch, keep the stomach as flat as you can, and then come back down and rest down. Straighten the legs now onto the mat, bring the hands back behind the head, arms forward, chin to the chest, roll up into sitting. We're just going to do one roll up and bring the hands back behind the mat. So pinch the shoulder blades together, heels on the mat, twist the elbows so they're pointing towards each other. We pull the shoulder blades back and we're going to extend and bend the legs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, keep pinching the shoulder blades. 6, and keep the knees about a couple of inches apart and the feet the same distance, so the shins stay parallel. 2 more. One last one. Keep pinching those shoulder blades and rest the feet down. Relax the shoulder blades for a second. Next one we're going to do is pulses with the right leg. We're going to do 10 up and down, 10 with the left. So pinch the shoulder blades together. Heels on the mat, toes are up, straighten the right leg, lower and lift. Now squeeze the shoulder blades. 2, 3, remember twist those elbows so they're pointing towards each other. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Bend the right knee, straighten the left. 1, pinch those shoulder blades. 2, relax the toes on each foot, don't pull them towards you. Good. Twisting the elbows, don't forget to do that. Push the chest forward. 1 last one. And bend the left knee. Perfect. Relax again for a second. We're going to do 10 circles clockwise, 10 anti-clockwise with the right and then the left foot. So again, fingers pointing back and very slightly to the side. Pinch the shoulder blades back, chest comes forward. Heels, hips and hands are on the mat. Twist the elbows towards each other. Straighten right leg, lower halfway. And circles. 1, 2. Keep the toes pointing to the ceiling. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Chest is forward. 9. Smooth circles. 10. Change directions. 9, 8. Make the circles as round as you can. Relax the toes. Keep the knees straight as you can. 3, 2, 1. And bend the right knee. Keep pinching the shoulder blades together. Straighten the left leg and into circles. 1, 2. So it's clockwise or anti-clockwise, whichever direction you want. 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10. Change directions. 10, 9, 8. Keep twisting those elbows and pinching the shoulder blades together. 3, 2, 1. And bend the left knee and have a little rest again. Next what we're going to do, we're going to straighten both legs, lower the two to the mat and bend the knees. So pinch the shoulder blades, straighten, lower, bend. Straighten, lower, bend. If you want to make this harder, pinching the shoulder blades, you can straighten, lower and lift. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And we're keeping our shoulder blades back. 8. Keep the weight in the hands. 9. Last one. 10. Bend the knees and rest the feet down. Perfect. One last one is sitting like this. We're going to do some flutter kicks. So pinch the shoulder blades together. We're going to extend both legs. Small little kicks up and down. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Keep pinching the shoulder blades. 10. Bend the knees and rest down. We're going to turn over onto the stomach next. So rest the head onto the back of the hands. Move the head block out of the way. So pinch the shoulder blades back. Imprint the spine, tuck the hips underneath the body. Squeeze the rib cage down to the pelvis. And lift the arms, head and chest up off the mat, just an inch or two, and then back down. Make sure you don't lose that imprint, so keep the spine flat. Lift the head and shoulders up and back down. Now work on pinching the shoulder blades back. Lift and lower. Good. Lift and lower. 3 more. And lower. 2 more. Squeeze the ribs down. 1, 2. Yeah, one last one. And then back down. I can't count today. Good. Next thing we're going to do, we're going to focus on the same again. Squeeze the rib cage down. Tuck the pelvis underneath the body. And we're going to lift the 2 legs up off the mat. And little kicks up and down. And keep pulling the rib cage down towards the pelvis. Trying to keep the back as flat as you can. Keep the knees straight. And have the movement coming from the thighs. Good. Keep squeezing as tight as you can. Tuck the hips underneath the body. And then rest the legs back down. Good. Next we're going to do mid-back a little bit more. We're going to bring the hands back by the side. We're going to reach the hands to the bottom of the mat. Pinch the shoulder blades back. Twist the thumbs out and up. And lift the chest and down. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hands up nice and high. 5. Point the thumbs to the ceiling. 6. Make sure the thumbs come out and up. In and up the shoulders round. Out and up. 7. Keep the chin tucked in. 8. 9. One last one. 10. And then rest back down. Good. Next one, we're going to hold that position and little flutter kicks while we're there. So similar to the one we did just before that. So hands back by the side, pinch the shoulder blades back, twist the thumbs out and up, lift the chest up, and little kicks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Keep the thumbs up pointing to the ceiling. 10. And then rest back down and have a rest again. Next one, we're going to double legs up and down together, and then we're going to hold at the top. On the last one, we're going to bring the legs apart and together for 10 in a row as well. So hands back by the side again, tuck the chin in, rest the forehead on the mat, shoulder blades come back, reach the hands to the bottom of the mat, twist the thumbs out and up, lift the chest up, lift the two legs and lower. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Hold legs apart and together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Thumbs to the ceiling. 7. Chest up. 8, 9, 10. And then rest back down. Good. Last one we're going to do. Arms out in front. Forehead resting on the mat. Pinch the shoulder blades back. We're going to lift the arms, then the head, bend the chest up nice and high. 1, 2, keep the shoulder blades back. 3, 4, keep the elbows straight. 5, tuck the elbows in so they're pointing down to the mat. 6, 7, chin tucked in, back of the neck nice and long, pinch the shoulder blades. 8, 9, last one, keep the feet on the mat. 10, and then rest back down. Perfect. We're going to come up into sitting now, and we're going to stretch the necks just before we finish. So, sitting up nice and tall, right ear to the right shoulder, looking straight ahead and then slightly up to the top corner. Relax the left shoulder, dropping it back, and relax the right shoulder as well. Good, and hold this stretch for 30 seconds, so we want the muscles to relax. Anything less than 30 seconds, we don't get an optimal stretch. Anything more than 30 seconds, you're not getting much more stretch at that stage. Good, and then turn to the right, looking slightly up towards the ceiling. Left hand over the top of the head. Again, up nice and tall. Drop the right shoulder back, relax the left shoulder as well. If you twist the right hand out, you feel even more of a stretch as you pull the shoulder blade back and down even more. So we get the lateral fibres of the upper traps being stretched. Good. Back to the middle. Nose towards the right armpit, right hand over the top of the head. Again, left shoulder's relaxed, drop the right shoulder. Use the hand to gently guide the head down towards the side. And your left hand, bring it out and back to the side, so you really squeeze that shoulder blade back. Good, and you feel that stretch coming down top of the shoulder blade, and you might feel a bit of a stretch come down through the median nerve in the hand as you do this, so it'll be coming down towards the wrist. Perfect, back to the middle, turn the head to the left, looking down. Relax both shoulders, stick the chest forward, right hand out and around. And try to relax the right hand, chest up nice and tall. And just guide the head down with your left hand. And tuck that right elbow in, don't let it flare out. Tuck it into the side, as close to the ribs as you can. Chest up nice and tall. And a nice good stretch into the left scap on the right side and the median nerve come down towards the hand. Perfect, we'll come back to the middle of that. So that's today's class done. Next week, as I said, we're going to work a lot more on abs. We're going to build up over those 4 weeks working on the core muscles. See you next week, bye bye.